everyone, this is Jerry Plake. I'm with Start2Finish. We're real excited about our new investment project here. Before I start, I'd like to introduce a couple members of our team. This is Tom Wilson. He's the owner of Texas Shutters and Blinds. So if you need any custom blinds, he's the guy to talk to. We'll provide his web address and number later. He's also my partner in this deal. We went in together on the investment. We're going to get it remodeled and then try to sell it. Over here is the main man. He is from Twang Design. He's Lenny Wang, who does architectural work and designing homes, and he's just been a valuable asset here already trying to plan out this project. And you know, if I'm speaking to the lifestyles people, what I want to say is, you know, planning is everything. The work itself is not a big deal. It's getting the design done, it's getting the infrastructure repaired and getting all the pieces in place, then you go to work. So we're going to spend a lot of upfront planning here, making sure we got it all right before we go ahead and start the construction. And what we'll do is we'll start with the exterior, how we're going to lay this out, and Tom will interrupt when I'm wrong. And then if you got something to contribute, by all means, say something. Okay, so we're on the front porch here. We're in the historical district of South Fort Worth. It's called the Hospital District. This is an historical home, which means you have to keep most of the exterior character in place, or you got to go through the commission to make any kind of changes, and they must be consistent with the neighborhood. So we're not going to change per se anything out here, and if we do, we're going to make it match whatever works for the neighborhood. As far as the interior, we could do pretty much what we want, because obviously you can't see inside. It'll be a front porch, but this will not be the entrance here. We decided we need a master suite, and we'll show you once we get on the inside that we're going to put a rail across here and close this off, leave the door, and then that way they can access this from the patio room, but they will not enter the house. It'll be around the side here. And so this is the front of the house. You can see it was built in 1922. It's what, a lot of years old. But, so the first thing we're going to do is get a foundation plan together and make sure the house is stable and straight, like these columns will straighten out and everything. Then as far as the exterior, we're going to do all new windows. Window repair, I should say. We're not going to replace the windows. We're going to fix them where they look like new. And we're going to put all the new ropes, because they're old-fashioned windows, and you can't really replace them if you're in this area. And here you have a 100-year-old air conditioner that Lenny loves. He's going to take it to his house in Grapevine and see what the neighbors think. So anyway, this thing will go. We'll move all this equipment off the roadside, because, you know, you can see the house from here. We'll put it in the back where it's not as obvious. This is one of the favorite portions of the house that I really, like, because it's got some of the real unique architecture that they have around here. You can see the front, the frame around the door, and the door itself has all kind of different features. It was for the time period. We're probably going to remove all the shutters, and then we're going to make this like a porch where it literally looks like an entrance. We're going to make it match the pitch over there, where it looks like the same design as that porch there. And that way you have an entrance from the house here rather than in the front. And a walkway, if you want to come around, none of this will be here. So we'll have a walkway, and that's where you will enter the porch, is through this way here. All right, so I guess we can come back to the back here. So as you can see, one time this was in a lot of these old houses down here, they made them duplexes or triplexes, so you can see the 2 meters. We're going to convert it all back to a single family home. So we're going to take this and make 1 meter out of it. All right, and this is the back of the house. So you can see there's 27 windows on this house, so there's a lot of windows. And I must say, I've seen quite a few houses around here, and none of them looked as straight as this when I came over. They always, because they're so old and they don't have a whole lot of support underneath. This one is really a lot straighter than most of them I've seen, and that was really enticing when we decided to go with the property. And then you take a quick peek at our garage. It needs some repair here. We're going to try to fix the foundation, jack it up, and then reframe this side of it where we can keep it and keep the wood on it. That way it still matches the house. And put a new roof on it. And this here is going to be the master bedroom. And what we're going to do in here is pretty much take the paneling off and put new, it's paneling, but it looks a lot nicer than this does. Yeah. And over this way, yeah, it's all solid wood. The whole house, even the ceilings are like that, which is pretty amazing. So we're going to take down all the sheetrock or paneling off these walls and put on something new for this room. And then in here, this is going to be the master closet. What we're going to do here is put a little 2-foot French door to access to the master closet. And that'll give us more space to add shelving. And over here, we'll probably put the shoe because there's less room from the window. There's not enough room to put shelving there. And on this side, we'll do shelving here because you have to leave the windows in this house. You can't be taking them out and canceling windows. Okay, and in here,
do a central unit.
Yeah, exactly.
In here, about a 4 by 2 foot central shelving unit. Put some wheels on it so you can actually move it around in the closet.
Okay, this is going to be our master bathroom here, which doesn't look a lot like a master bath. Over here, we just decided just a few minutes ago we were thinking about putting a jacuzzi, and now we're thinking about putting a claw tub into this area here, which will work perfectly for a standalone area. And then we're going to go ahead and the window stay. We'll take all the paneling off, add some wainscoting on half the wall, and then we'll finish off the top wall with a different color paint. And then this here will be taken, no, this will stay. This is going to be our access to the shower. Here, there'll be a wall. We're going to take some of this wall out and use the closet back here for the master shower. And it'll be a big shower, a double shower. And if you come through here, this is a challenging area here because you got all these doors, and we needed a utility room and we needed a powder room. And so Lenny there was able to come up with a really good plan. He's going to draw it out for us. We can build it. We're going to take a little bit of space from the shower, a little bit of space from this bathroom over here that we're going to cancel. It's going to be part of the kitchen. We're going to take some room from here and make a utility room here. So there'll be a wall here. So we're going to put a solid wall here, and then over here will be the utility room.
Yes.
Right, and over here will be the shower. Behind there'll be a wall here.
That way, the downstairs only need one bathroom, and the bathroom will be fitting in these areas. And once we go into this space, is the study rooms. And this study room, we kind of find out this old house has very neat pine panel, almost 100 years old, and we try to respect the empty material, and we will keep this wood wall panel in place and just do some simple finish up on the finish.
Yeah, so which is great. We're going to actually keep this wood, which I didn't even think of when he showed up and told us that. I was like, really, I think that's a great idea. We're going to do this room and the big family room, which we'll show you here in a few minutes. Okay, and here we're going to put new sheetrock in the ceiling. Like he said, we're going to refinish the walls here. And then that'll be canceled, and that area will be for something else. Okay, we'll talk about the kitchen next, okay? So this will all be canceled. This door will go away. We're going to raise this floor. We're going to make this, if you come in this from this kitchen area, we're going to put a wall there behind you where they're coming through. Right there. And this will have a door and an opening to the pantry. And over here, we'll keep this wall. That way, it's the exterior wall. And we're going to take all this out, this whole area out here, and use this for the range and for cabinets. And then we're going to take all this out back to that back wall, and then we're going to move all this out of here. All this will come out. And then we'll have this huge opening into the, is that the living area? Yeah, living area where you can walk straight through from the kitchen. And then over here, we're going to tear all this out and just make it look a lot more open in here. And then we're going to cancel this area and open this area all up where you can exit and enter this room. So we think it's really got a good plan for this, and we'll put granite, we'll put in stainless, and we'll put in flooring that goes with the character of the home. You think anything else? So that looks pretty good. Mm-hmm. So Lenny was able to come up with a good design. All three of us, we worked hard this morning trying to figure this thing out. It really came out great. I'm really excited about how it's going to look when we're done. I can already see it done. So, okay, and this room here will be the dining room. And and to the backyard. But in here, I think we're keeping the wood in here too, right?
No, here we're gonna.
That's right. We're doing the paneling, the wainscoting.
Right. Anywhere we need to do some repairs in the rest of the house with this wood, we're going to basically steal it from this room so that we've got good clean wood where we've got some termite damaged wood that needs to be replaced, and we've got some where it's not really spaced. The overlaps and things like that don't really look good, so we've got some wood to work with. And then the rest of this will be wainscoting with the chair rail and then painted up. So it'll be
it'll look good,
lighter color, cleaner finish for the dining room.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you can see again, show them the wood floors in here are just incredible. It's just such a great thing to have. And it's upstairs the same way. When you go upstairs, you'll see the same wood floors are consistent. And they really look good. So this is my favorite room here, obviously, because you can, it's just a big room, very roomy. And this is the room we're going to leave the wood again, like Lenny recommended. We're going to just finish the wood off. We're going to either stain it, we'll see what it looks like, sand it, and then stain it if we need to, and then put some clear coat on it. Okay, and what we're going to do here is, we'll leave the steps here, but we had to come up with an idea how to get to the other room. So we're going to basically customize this area here and make this a hallway, and make this a little closet, and make this access to the bathroom we needed, the powder room that we're tearing out of the front. So that'll be just enough room in there to make that happen. And that way you have access to the other room from here, to the den. Yeah, whatever, the den on the other side. And then we're going to add the railing for the staircase. It'll look really good.
Yeah.
And then put
right here's the back side of the kitchen where we're going to be cutting it open to have full access straight into the kitchen to really just open the whole area up real well.
Yep. And so my guys are standing outside ready to go to work. So we're day one, day two. Yeah. But we closed last week, so we're moving pretty quick. We already got the designer out there, the engineer coming for the foundation. And then the window guy's already going to meet me. So we're looking really good already to start. So here we go upstairs. I love the steps. I love the way it turns around here. It's really awesome. And then we'll add the railing here. This is all going to be done the same way. We just leave the wood and stain it and clear coat it. Because that's just such an awesome feature of the home. If you turn your camera around, you can really tell how good that looks. Okay, we'll start over on this end. This is the end of the house here. This is like a slash game room for the kids and storage, and or Tom had a great idea making it a media room. So we'll get it ready for media. We're not actually add it, but if someone comes in later, they can always convert it to a media room. And pretty much, just clean it up and repaint it and add some lighting across the top here. And not too much more than that, since we're going to spend a whole lot of money downstairs in the kitchen and the master. Upstairs it's not, if I use it for a kid's room, it would just be fine. And then leave the doors here and then change the texture on the sheetrock and repaint it, and we're good to go and make it look good. And then we're coming down the hallway here upstairs. And it's the 3 bedrooms up here and then a full bath. So this is the big bathroom. It's huge. And what we're going to do in here is just, pretty much remodel the bathroom. We're going to put new, probably, what Glenn, they call that? It's called modern dimension tile from Del Tile. It's like the white or 3x6 subway pattern. That way it stays consistent with what's going on in the area. And then we'll just keep the paneling, the whole upstairs, we're going to keep the paneling and the ceilings the way it is. And then we'll fix the windows, and we're going to add a vanity here, new mirrors, new lighting, and then put a little small bifold door here to give you some privacy. That way if someone wants to come in, you can still use the facility and still use the toilet area. Okay? So, quite nice. So we're not going to do a whole lot up here, just kind of make it look better. Again, you can see all the wood floors are very well kept. We'll take out this old vent, we're going to re-sheetrock this, probably put in some recessed lighting. And then bedrooms are going to pretty much stay the same. We're just going to make them look better, with paint, and maybe new base molding is all that we're going to do in here. And then even keep the ceilings, because they're in really good shape. And we'll add some nice fixtures and then repair the wood in this room. back here in Fort Worth, Texas. We're at the finished product, the final take for this house we did here in the historical district of Fort Worth. It's also called the medical district. I guess I want to begin because I haven't done this. I would be remiss if I don't thank all the people that contributed to this project, because I do certain things, but most of the people, all the plumbers, electricians, finishing guys, sheetrock, roofers, all of them had a big part in this project. I just wanted to make that evident. Okay, so basically we added this side porch. What we did to this house was we created a side entrance, changed the street address because the way we put the driveway in over here. We created this to make it the front porch. And then we changed the front porch, which I'll show you here in a minute, to the veranda. We made a private veranda for the master suite because we moved the master bedroom on that end of the house. So we'll walk down here and show you that. Okay, so this used to be the front porch. Used to have steps here and two big wide columns sticking out and a driveway or a walkway all the way through here. What we did is we tore it all out and make it look like the rest of the house. That way when you come out of the master suite, which is this part of the house right now, it's very enclosed, which makes it very private for those people only. That way it's not someone walking up front. And then you can see we did all the landscaping here. And over here, more landscaping, and then pretty much here, it used to be, it's the old driveway. I used to have to drive back here, but we changed the layout again and made the driveway on the other street to make it easier access to not driving up here. So you have this for extra driveway when people come for company, but the main part of it is over on the other side. But you can see all the work we worked on 28 windows on this house. We had to take each one apart and redo the ropes, the bearings, the glass, to make them look, like they should. Okay, so this is now the front entrance. You can see we added the landscaping over here, and we put a walkway. You could still get into that porch, but the only access is that one little gate over there. Okay, and then we put this fence up here for privacy for the backyard. And I'm going to show you how this works with coming in when you're actually just driving. So you have all this parking right here up on the street, and you got the driveway over here. So back here is, we made this real, friendly for, maintenance free. We brought all this rock in to cover up all the, because there wasn't much grass here to begin with. We figured, well, we just put all rock in, and we built this little porch out here. There was some of it here. We had to borrow some of the brick to use on the house, so we put more brick in here and straightened it out. We added this driveway here all the way from the entrance. We cut the street, built this driveway, built the foundation for the two-car garage, which is a full two-car garage. And this is a special door you have to put on over here in the historical district. You can't just put anything together. You got to use the same materials that are already on the house, which is why we had to put this nice siding on it. Okay, so you walk through here, and this is the back entrance. So basically the thing here is when you're actually driving home from work, you probably pull in the driveway or the grocery store, which is a big thing. You pull in the driveway, you walk right up here, and you're only 20 feet from your kitchen. So this really makes it easy. And this is probably going to be the major flow of people coming through here. So that's why we built it this way. So it works out really well. Also, since this house is a 3,000 square foot, two-story house, we had to add 2 furnaces and 2 air conditioning systems. It used to be a duplex that had 1 meter. No, I'm sorry, it had 2 meters. We had to convert it back to just 1 single meter. And then it had some big commercial system was on the side of the house. We replaced them with these 2 more efficient systems. So we're going to go in. This is the main living area coming into the front door.
Side door.
And we put a security system in, which is nice. It's a wireless system, so it works. It's really easy to install, and it works so super. It actually works to your cell phone. Okay, so in here we did some staging in this house because you want to make it a lot easier to sell it, and it does make a difference when you walk in the house. So we hired a company to come in and put all the furniture in, which is great because they did a super job. If you need their information, you can contact me through my website. Okay, we put this the main living area. See, it's a big area, so we kept it. This is our main quarters. This used to be, if you look at the before pictures, you could see the layout. We designed the whole inside of the house to make it work and make it flow better. So we got the kitchen here, which is off the living area. You can see how beautiful it turned out. We tried to keep the classical look in here. We kept all the hardwood floors and just redid them. We added this kind of older type granite looking stuff, and then we kept the old, we replaced this tile with this diagonal, which is kind of classical tile. Even the glass on the cabinets, we tried to keep it classical. So you could see it turned out just beautiful. We got lots of cabinets in here. We added this window. There used to be a door over here. We put this sink, it's called an apron sink, which is really nice, you know, really adds some classical look is what we were trying to keep again. Okay, we've got a pantry over here. So there's plenty of room in this kitchen. And over here off the kitchen is the dining area. This room turned out great also. We added all the wainscoting in here. All the molding we built from scratch, from our, hand scratch. What we did is we put these wooden shutters on, which really add the plantation shutters really make a difference. Because of budget purposes, we only put them in this one area over here. Okay, so it looks good in here, and now we'll walk through and come down the hallway here. So what we did here is we made a closet. This used to be something else. This is closed off. We opened it up, put a furnace in here, and then we put a powder room in here for company, which really worked out well. You can see how nice it turned out also. Kept that tile, the same tile throughout the whole house. And I love it. I love the way it looks with the trim. And then the hardwood here, we kept all the wood. So this house has all tile or hardwood. There's no carpet in this house. And here's the laundry room, a nice sized laundry room. You can see what it looks like. It's got shelving in there. We built some extra shelving. We kept all the old door hardware, all this glass. These are all antiques. And we fixed every one of them, made it work for, there's a ton of doors in here too. Okay, this is the study, library, office. Okay, and we had to build this chase. We had to build this for the air conditioner to run it up through the attic. And what we did is we just added a nice bookcase here to make it kind of look like it works with it. This room turned out great. All the vent system it runs underneath the house for obvious reasons. And then back here is where we created the master suite. And it turned out good. We needed this space, so we had to use it. And so it worked out really well. You got the lots of light coming in here, and then you got you can see the porch now, what it looks like. It's private. So when you go outside, it's just for the people that are in this room. Okay, over here we got the master closet. We put these 90-year-old French doors on it, which are beautiful. Got new hardware for them. We added this for storage, for extra space for your clothing. And then also over here we added a bench for sitting to put shoes on. And then all the the regular shelving and everything. Again, it's hardware too. And then here's the master bathroom. It turned out just great. The colors and everything, I like it. Same tile. We put this huge master shower in here. So if you want to take a look at this, isn't that just gorgeous the way we did that? And that's a classical tile there. That's what they use in these older homes. So we wanted to keep with the tradition. Okay, then we got the lavs here. We built these from scratch. We tried to keep these to this look. We tried to keep it for the old. Same thing for the classical look. And we put these big, nice faucets on it. And you can see also the cloth tub, of course, is from to add to the same, keeping the same look, the classical look. These are the steps, again, all hardwood. These are original wood, hardwood. We had to patch them up a little bit to make them work, but they really were in good shape. We added this handrail. Okay, now we're entering upstairs. This is more like the kids area. We thought the master's downstairs, so this is more for kids and maybe some company. We'll start over here. This was here. We kind of just made this a media room slash, it could be game room, kids room. We got all this extra storage in here, so if you need storage area, there's just tons of it on both sides. over here on this side is also more storage. So there's a lot, it runs all the way through the side of the house, so it's just tons of storage under here. So if you want, you can do just quite a few things. And then we put this 90-year-old window in. I found this window at an old home supply, and it's kind of cool the way it works. It works like the old-fashioned kind of windows. See? It works instead of going up and down, it goes out. I think that's called I forget the name of it, like a trellis window. All hardwoods up here that were in beautiful shape. So this is the hallway. You see we kept it colorful, you know, kind of nice for kids. This was here, this is the original built-in shelving. And I guess we'll start back here with one bedroom, bedroom one. See all the windows. You can see how much work we put into the windows, how clean they are. And they were all taken apart and they all work. Let's see if we can get one open up here. See that? And a little stuck from the paint. But they do work, so each one of them works like that. This is a big closet in this room. These older homes always have big closets. Look how big that closet is. And it's got all wood, hardwood.
Very nice.
There's, so we'll enter through the hallway here. And we got another bedroom in here, which turned out great also. We kept all the paneling because it looked, you know, it worked fine. We put more money downstairs and then in his bathroom you'll see across the way. But here, you know, because it's kid stuff, kids' rooms, we kind of left the paneling. I thought it looked super. We had a new base molding, redid the windows, paint, and then added the fixtures, and then the hardwood floors we refinished. And this is probably my favorite room in the house, is this bathroom. We added a separate vanity. We made it for 2 vanities, so we had to change kind of the wall. It's got this old looking, isn't this cool? This is what you get 1920s, the way they built these closets into the wall with these doors that would cut. And then they have a separate area down here for storage, which I really love that about the house. It's got some really nice features. And you can see we did all this tile, same thing. It was that same tile downstairs. It's the classical look. So it's all brand new. We put a nice recessed inset for your shampoo, added the light. And then same floor again. So it really came out nice, this room here. And over here we got the 3rd bedroom. So there's 3 bedrooms up here. This is a smaller bedroom, but it still works. You can still fit another child in here, so it works out good. And again, the closets are real big, so it worked out well. You got lots of closet space. So this is bigger than the average closet. And again, you can see all the windows here. Just so many windows in this house, which I love because it, you know, brings so much light into here. And you can see the work done on them. You see how clean they are. You can see right through them. And if you look at the before pictures, they were a mess. That's it. And then up here, you got the 2nd furnace is up in the attic. And then we had to add this return air vent. So some of the challenges on this project, it's a very, very old house. It was built in 1922. So everything in the house needs to be replaced. So, and you just keep running into more and more things that need fixed. Once you tear up the floors, some of the subflooring was not good, so we had to fix all that. And then the other challenge was the design of this house, trying to make it work for today's market, which we did very well with the opening. This room here, making that master suite in the back was kind of a tough decision. To put that area back there, where we had to find a place for it without actually, tearing up the whole downstairs. So, and I think it worked out pretty well the way it's situated now. We'll see. Time will tell once we sell it. The other thing, it isn't a historical home, so you get all the approvals. You got to wait 1 month. There's only 1 month, 1 day a month that they meet. It may be one day every 2 months that you go through the historical commission. You have to sit. They give you a case number just like you would in the city council chambers, and you have to sit before the panel and submit your case on why you want to do what you want to do on anything that's out of the ordinary for these type of homes in this area. The front porch was one of them. We had to go to the commission to add that porch. We had to go to the commission to build that 2-car garage. We had to have a design for it. And the street change, we had to have approval for that. So those kind of things, even though they were necessary because you're in this area and you want to keep they want to keep the historical landmark intact as much as they can. So that's why they do it that way. You got to get with them on the colors and just make sure everything is not out of the ordinary, what's really going to stick out in this neighborhood. So that's another thing, but it wasn't more of a challenge, but it was just took more time to get all that through the process. And other than that, it was a great fun project, working on these older homes, because this place was really, really bad when we got it, when we purchased it, and at this point it's now, it's completely transformed from top to bottom. So from start to finish is what we did.